デジタル革新が切り開く AI 時代におけるサプライチェーンの変革。今日真実だったことが明日には通用しないというような。
Our vision is an agile supply chain. There is an opportunity. The opportunity to reach this vision, we call it blended AI.
2030年に向けてどのような形でですね、そのデジタルトランスフォーメーションを加速させていくか。
Agentic AI obviously is going to take center stage and it's going to be a driving factor. The possibilities are endless.
デジタルの強みと実際の人の強み、これを生かしたものづくりというのをやっていく。
今回はですね、デジタル革新が切り開く AI 時代におけるサプライチェーンの変革。この2025年 AI 革命が起こっているこの時にどのようにですねデジタル革新を行いですねサプライチェーンレジリエンスを高めていくのかと、こういったところをお話しさせていただければというふうに思っております。よろしくお願いいたします。司会進行の大野と申します。今日真実だったことが明日には通用しないというようなですね言葉がつい先月6月3日に、これカウンシル・オブ・サプライチェーン・マネジメント・プロフェッショナル、世界的なですねサプライチェーン・マネジメント・プロフェッショナルの権威であります、この機関が出した言葉ですね。36年連続このアニュアルレポート出してるんですけど初めて出ました。明日はもうよくわかんないよとサプライチェーンの権威が言いましたと、このような中、今ですねまさに2025年というのはサプライチェーンレジリエンス、次世代の供給網を作ることが求められています。今回NTT データのですねヘッドオブデジタルサプライチェーンセンターオブエクセレンス、デジタルサプライチェーンのヘッドのジョルディにこの見解というのを聞いていきたいというふうに思っております。
This global context, it translates into every of our supply chains, and I think it's shared by our clients. We have today in Europe ships queuing in harbors, over 40 ships in Antwerp. It was in the recent days. I mean, you saw it yourself last year with the Ishikawa earthquake, which was challenging the just-in-time industry, massive challenges. And we have a vision. Our vision is an agile supply chain. Agile means that we're able to understand quickly. We see what's happening, we understand, and we are able to react with agility. This is based on these principles. We need visibility of what's happening in our facilities, between our facilities, but also upstream to our suppliers, downstream to our clients. And based on this visibility, we can make simulations. Okay, this is my status now. What would happen in the future if I do this or if I do that? Simulation enables taking better decisions, and this is efficiency. And on top of that, we will add autonomous decisions. So we are striving for autonomy. Everything that can be automatized is simplifying the life of the humans that are operating the process, and it's reducing the error possibilities, improving efficiency, and focus of all of these activities are for sure customer satisfaction is everything we are looking for, our customer satisfaction, right? There is an opportunity. The opportunity to reach this vision, we call it blended AI. So blended AI for us is the framework that groups smart AI agents, our framework for artificial intelligence. It's having machine learning predictive capabilities, what happened in the past. It's adding the today understanding of large amount of data, massive context data with the generative AI, and it's including the orchestration of agents. So together with the smart AI agent and our autonomous supply chain, which is a deterministic platform that enables with large amount of data, complex networks, dense flows, and human decisions to activate the most efficient decisions, we call it Blend AI. It's relying for sure on a solid data foundation, and we have the human in the loop. We have the human in the center. We need to take care how organizations will be impacted, how the humans need to be upskilled in order to move from pure operators to decision makers based on blend AI.
About the importance of data, as he mentioned, and how NTT Data is seeing this as a challenge for the clients, other clients globally, and which are the strategies and services to help them in data quality point of view, and also to identify these AI opportunities.
It's really impressive how in graphic packaging you are in a mature stage. For sure, data is a key, is the foundation of all the intelligence that we will build on top. One step what we are seeing now is in the industrial data, in the industrial world, OT data is also something that it needs to be transformed. So we are having a lot of customers that are asking for help in assessing their PLC's maturity, obsolescence, different protocols, and you will have it in this exhibition. A lot of different vendors, different protocols. All this data needs to be also as well brought to the data lake, so the intelligence can be as well built on an industrial layer. So data is really a foundation. We're working a lot with that. And all this technology and all this data itself, it's not a purpose. So it can be very expensive to transform all the corporation and to get all the data, but without a specific purpose, we won't get the business value out of it. So what we are proposing is to have a method to start small, to start with a specific process, to watch this process end to end. Let's say in a factory, let's imagine all the process of the factory, from the inbound logistics, all the transformation processes, maintenance, supply chain, outbound logistics. Let's see in a specific process, let's envision how technology can help the operator, how like activating Gen AI assistant can help in the different steps. And let's build a business case for all these use cases that we imagine, and then let's start a proof of value. Let's get the data for this business case. Let's build the technology for this business case. Let's get value out of it, and let's scale. It takes a long time to get to such a maturity state. Yeah.
So please show us a couple of examples of what other companies are doing in supply chain, especially for transforming it into digital factory with AI once they have the data in place.
I would like to speak about one use case I'm particularly proud of. It's also in the automotive industry. It's on an OEM manufacturer, and it's the inbound task manager. Is building on control tower capabilities. So it's really maybe the next intelligent step on the control tower, and it's helping the inbound team, the team that is asking the ordering for the parts to be on the shop floor, is helping sort this burden out. They are immersed. So, and we're using our blend AI concept. On one side, we have the autonomous agents. They are checking what is the stock coverage in the manufacturing line. What are the production orders that will come in the future? So what is happening in the factory? On the other side, what is happening in our suppliers? What are
that is a real use case for a real company.
Real automotive company.
Okay.
Right. They are monitoring as well supplier parameters, supplier stocks, supplier deliveries, transportation with real-time geolocalization. All this through our autonomous supply chain agents. Our blend AI concept on top is using generative AI to understand the context data. Which contracts do we have? Which each supplier? Is there penalties or not? We understand the email communication between suppliers and the inbound team. So if there is a delay, the generative AI will detect it. And based on all this context data, we are organizing a dashboard for every operator that at every point in time he's getting a task allocated, which is the most priority task appropriated for his knowledge, for the past experience that he has. So for instance, if it's an electronics supplier, it's going to be allocated to the guy that has electronics knowledge. And for sure, a big part of this is how you manage these operators to move from the telephone to this
Yes.
control tower, to this task manager, right? So there is a huge human transformation, and it's a big deal to put the human in the centric.
今後2026年、そして、2027年から2030年に向けてどのような形でですね、そのデジタルトランスフォーメーションを加速させていくか、ぜひ聞いていきたいと思います。
Yeah, I think the next 3 to 5 years are going to be very exciting, primarily because of the changes. Every month or every week, we hear of new LLMs being launched, more capabilities coming in through those LLMs. Agentic AI obviously is going to take center stage, and it's going to be a driving factor. The possibilities are endless. Where we are looking at is possibilities where we can eliminate human in the loop, man in the middle, so to speak, and be able to drive actions without agent involvement.
サイバーインシデント含めてですね、設備が止まった、火事になった、地震がなった、そういった時でもやっぱり生産を止めない、出荷を止めない、お客さんに迷惑をかけない、このためにどうするか、当然システム的な対策は取ってます。あとは人の訓練ですね。何かあっても有事の際は人間がリカバリーできる。デジタルの強みと実際の人の強み、これを生かしたものづくりというのをやっていく。先ほどご紹介させていただきましたようなところでですね、どんどん客観的なデータとして、生産、良品だった不良品だった、あるいはその時の条件どうだった、そういったところがですね集まってくる。それを客観的に分析する、解析する。そういったところで真因は何だ、じゃあこうどうしたらいい、どういう手がある、例えばそういったどういう手があるといったところを今度また AI 先生にですねいろいろアドバイスもらう。作ろうとしても設備が作らせてくれない、システムが作らせてくれない、その辺全部管制塔がコントロールしてます。許しません。そういった世界を目指してですね、我々やっていきたいなと。す
ごい、包括的にですね、その2030年に向けた、デジタル活用のビジョンをお聞かせいただけました。非常に重要な示唆を得ることができたというふうに思っております。Thank you very much today.
ありがとうございます。
どうもありがとうございました。